Hey everyone, my name is Mars, like the planet, and this is Housewarmin. Me and my partner have just purchased our very first home, so if you're interested in design, homemaking, and figuring it all out, make sure you subscribe. Today I have a very interesting story time about how a furniture company may or may not have scammed me named Bashley Furniture. So let's get into it. So as you can see, we have a sofa, but this was not the original sofa that I bought. About 6 months ago in April, I purchased a sofa from Bashley Furniture. It was a leather sofa and I really loved it. And I purchased a sofa and a love seat. So just remember that. So this was in April. So I went online, I looked at the sofa. It was a great price. It was a great size. I said, okay, I'm gonna buy it. Now I said, whoa. Before I buy this sofa, let me go into Ashley Furniture first. Let me go into Bashley Furniture first and sit on the sofa. Let me test it out. Let me see how it feels. I'm kind of tall. Let me make sure it's the way that I like. And cause you know, sometimes photos can be deceiving. So I go into the store and immediately, let's go on a tangent for a second about this store. First of all, so we go in and it's me and my partner and we're fairly young. I'm 26. So we don't look like the clientele that's coming in there to buy furniture. And none of the salespeople are talking to us. No one is greeting us. No one's saying, hey, hi, hello, how can I help you? Nothing. But we see the sofa that we're looking at. It's right at the front, so I know it's super popular. And I'm like, okay, cool. Love the sofa. All right, I'm ready to buy it. So as we're standing there, I hear some yelling and I'm just like, that's weird. I was like, why are people yelling in the middle of Bashley Furniture? And then I hear people yelling, give me my keys, give me my keys. And I'm like, why is someone yelling at their child in the middle of a furniture store? But I'm like, it's South Louisiana. It gets kind of ghetto sometimes. And so I'm just like, okay. And so I see people kind of looking, craning their neck a little bit. And then people start running. And then people start running out the store. And I'm like, time to go. I'm like, time to go. When people start running, you just run. You just go with them. So I'm going to the door to leave as people are starting to yell. And I look and an entire family is fist fighting in the middle of Ashley Furniture. I'm sorry, in the middle of Bashley Furniture. So I go home and I purchased the sofa online. I purchased the sofa and the love seat. And it says in red print that because of COVID, they're having some shipping delays and that it should take maybe 6 to 8 weeks to deliver. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's April. We're not moving anytime soon. Okay, press, click, pay. All right, we're ready to go. So 6 to 8 weeks from April is like 2 months. So May rolls by, June rolls by. So June comes and I'm like, I haven't heard anything about the sofa yet. I haven't heard anything about the love seat yet. Okay, sure, whatever. I'm not worried about it. So then July comes and I'm like, hold up a second. I said, where my stuff at? Because it's been far longer than 6 to 8 weeks and I've not gotten a single email, a peep, a nothing from Bashley Furniture. And so I called them up and I said, boo, Bashley Furniture, like, where my stuff at? And they're like, hey girl, actually this is gonna be another 8 weeks until you get your sofa. And I'm like, right, okay. Oh, okay, all right. But I'm like, I really like this sofa. I'm not finding anything else like this in my price range. I know leather sofas can be very expensive. I really like it. I don't mind waiting. I don't want to rush and buy something that I don't like. I'm gonna wait. So I wait. July rolls by and I'm like, let me go to the store one more time to make sure that this is the sofa that I want because I don't want to wait this long and then the sofa comes and I hate it. So we go over to Bashley Furniture and what do you know, someone walks straight up to me and my partner and greets us and she's like, hey, are you two sisters? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, but y'all have to be related. Y'all look just alike. And I'm like, no, this is not my sister. I'm like, this is my girlfriend. And she's like, oh yeah, y'all have to be related. I just thought y'all was related. Y'all gotta be cousins. Y'all have to. And I'm like, can I just see the sofa? Thank you. Like, why? Like, it's always something at Bashley Furniture. Anyways, see the sofa. I confirm once again, yes, this is the sofa I want. Yes, this is the sofa I'm gonna wait for. Okay. We go back home, we're waiting. July has come. August has come and I get an email and it's like, hey girl, Bashley Furniture here. Your sofa is on the way to you right now. And I'm like, what? What do you know? I'm texting everybody. Oh my God, the sofa's on the way. So they call me and they're like, hey, it's Bashley Furniture. When do you want your sofa delivered? Because we want to make sure that you're home because we're not just going to leave your sofa out on the street. I said, cool. So they said, this is important. They said, do you want us to deliver the sofa on a Wednesday? This was the first week in August. So let's just say it was August 5th. They were like, do you want your sofa delivered on Wednesday, August 5th? I said, no, girl, I got to work that day. I'm not going to be home till later. Can we do it on Saturday? So they're like, cool, no problem. Your sofa will be delivered on the first week in August on Saturday between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. So I'm like, cool, bless the Lord, the sofa is coming. So Saturday rolls around. 5 p.m. comes. I am locked and loaded, ready to go, waiting for the sofa. I'm sitting, I'm waiting. 5:30 rolls by. 6 o'clock rolls by. 7, now 8 p.m. And I'm still sitting there, sofa-less. So I'm just like, Bashley, hello girl, where you at? But at this time, there's no one I can call because it is Saturday at 8 p.m. No one's coming. No one's there. Everyone is clocked out and gone home. So I can't figure out where the sofa is until I go back on Monday and I call them. So I call them up, boo, 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 boo. Bashley, what happened, girl? I was waiting on you. What happened? And they're like, oh, sorry, girl, but your order got delayed. And I'm like, so why did no one call me to tell me that? Why did no one call and say, hey, your sofa is delayed, so we're not coming? So I wasn't waiting around for 2 hours doing nothing, waiting for the sofa, expecting you to come. And she was like, the representative was like, oh, well, sometimes when the order, gets delayed, we can't let people know in time. And I'm like, right. I said, but they called me and told me that my sofa was being delivered. They actually sent me an email. They sent me an email saying that my sofa was being delivered. And they called me like a week ago to make sure that I was home. But now the sofa just mysteriously is not here. And they were like, oh, well, sometimes, we just call you to make sure that you're at home and you're not on vacation or anything like that. But it seems like the sofa got delayed on Friday. And I was like, but they called me and they asked me if I wanted the sofa delivered on Wednesday. So how all of a sudden was the sofa delayed on Friday? And they were like, oh, ma'am, sorry, we can't hear you. We breaking up, I don't know. They start stumbling over their words and I'm like, Bashley, don't start with me because I will be that person to cuss you out. I'm like, what's going on here? So I hang up the phone. A couple of days go by. I get no word about where my sofa is. I call them back again. Hey girl, where is my sofa? Because it was supposed to be delivered and I'm just trying to figure out where it is. Where on God's green earth is my sofa? And they're like, oh, well, it looks like it got delayed. And I'm like, yeah, I'm well aware of that. Where is it? And they're like, oh, well, our server's down right now, so we can't really tell you that. And I'm like, right. So now all of a sudden the sofa went from being scheduled for delivery to now y'all can't even tell me where the sofa is. Cool. So then wait another week, nothing. Another week goes by, I call them again. Girl, where is my sofa? Oh, well, it looks like it's gonna be delivered next week. I said, cool, next week, I can do that. I can wait for next week for you. Next week comes, crickets. Where is my sofa? Bashley, girl, you said it was gonna be delivered. This is now the second time that you said that my sofa was gonna be delivered and it's not here. It is not delivered. Oh, okay, we sorry. It is coming next week. Not this week, it's coming next week. And I'm like, well, you told me that last week. Now it's this week. Now you're saying it's coming next week? This is the game we're playing right now. Okay, all right. So I continue to call Bashley Furniture every single week. It is now the entire month of August has gone by. It is now September. I have no updates. I have no tracking. I even asked, I was like, can I at least track my order to see where it is? Oh, we don't provide that. Okay. So I don't know where the sofa is. I'm just trying to make sure it didn't get sent back to the warehouse. I'm trying to figure it out. And so I called it like, hey, by the way, it's now September 1st. They're like, okay, well, it looks like the reason that the order's getting messed up is because you ordered a sofa and a love seat. So the love seat's gonna come in first and then the sofa. And I'm like, okay, when is that gonna be? Well, the love seat is gonna come in at the end of September and the sofa's gonna come in October. You know, I normally don't like to be mean to customer service representatives because they're just doing their job. But when I tell you, Amanda, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't take it anymore. I went off because at this point it had been 6 months. I have been waiting for a sofa. And I looked online and they're still selling the sofa. Like, the sofa is perfectly online. You can add to cart and buy it. I'm like, I ordered a sofa in April and it is still not here. Why are you still selling this sofa if you can't even fulfill your orders from April? And I had enough. I told her my situation. I told her what had happened. I told her I was frustrated and I was just like, what's going on? And they kept saying, oh, because of COVID, that's why it's taking so long. All of the furniture places are going through this. We're so sorry. We apologize. We promise that it's coming. I said, okay, girl, whatever. And then the Instagram gods just shone down upon me and they knew that I was frustrated and I was at my wit's end because they showed me a beautiful little ad. It was a lovely sofa. It looked a lot like this one. And I was like, let me click on this. And it said, hey girl, you can get this sofa for this price next week. And I was like, but Ashley just said that because of COVID, everybody's dealing with delays. And I'm like, I can get a sofa next week? Girl, F this. I called up Ashley one more time. I said, hello, cancel the order. I don't want the sofa no more. I'm done. I'm tired of waiting. It has been 6 months. 6 months of y'all yanking me around, yanking my chain, telling me it's coming next week and the week after and the week. Y'all can't even tell me where the sofa is. Cancel the order. That exact same day, that was a Monday, that exact same day, I placed the order for this sofa. This sofa was here by Saturday. let me say that again for the church. I placed the order on a Monday. By that Saturday, the sofa was sitting in my living room. So thank you, Ashley, for introducing me to this lovely sofa. It is from Albany Park. It is a Black-owned business. I am not being paid to say this at all. This video is not sponsored, but I love my sofa. This is the best sofa ever, and I'm so glad that somehow I learned my lesson from ordering from Bashley Furniture and waiting 6 months, because now I got the perfect sofa. So that's literally the whole Bashley Furniture story time. You can take with that what you will. If you have Bashley Furniture in your house, no shade to you at all. But if you are thinking of ordering from them, girl, protect your coin. This is the one time where Instagram ads have actually helped me out. So that's the whole story. I really hope you enjoyed this story time. This is not a normal thing that I do, but it was honestly a wild ride that I went through to get a sofa. So I really hope you enjoyed this story. I don't really know. I really hope you found it amusing, because to wait 6 months, it was a lot. But I post new videos every single Wednesday, so I will see you guys next week. Bye, y'all.